You think you know 28 Days Later? Well, here's some things you may not have known about Danny Boyle's groundbreaking zombie film.
The chimps are infected. They're highly contagious. They've been given an inhibitor.
Infected with what?
In order to cure, you must first understand.
Infected with what?
Rage.
28 Days Later features scenes that highlight an unnaturally empty London. In order to achieve the desolation featured in these scenes, the film crew managed to close off small portions of the street at a time, allowing for a small window of filming. This was typically a stretch of 45 minutes after dawn that was both empty of cars and pedestrians. These scenes were also shot entirely on the Canon XL1 digital video camera, a decision made for speed and efficiency, as more traditional film cameras would have been laborious and time-consuming to set up, especially for such short scenes. Even the scene in which main character Jim, played by Cillian Murphy, featuring a flipped-over double-decker bus, was shot entirely in 20 minutes. The crew placed the bus and removed it all in that time.
I was riding a package from Farringdon to Shaftesbury Avenue and a car cut across me. And then I wake up today in hospital. I wake up and I'm hallucinating or I'm...
What's your name?
Jim.
In order to avoid angry drivers, director Danny Boyle employed several conveniently attractive women, including his daughter, to mediate between production and the potentially angry drivers. It proved to be very effective. Danny Boyle and writer Alex Garland both felt that traditional zombies were rather overdone and outdated by the time it came to make 28 Days Later. They were inspired by the modern social fear of illness and disease, as well as Ebola, anthrax bioterrorism events, and mad cow disease, and began building the cataclysmic event in the film around that. To further push the differences between traditional zombies and their infected, only athletes were cast in the role of zombies. Boyle felt it was very important, as athletes are, in a way, superhuman and can do things that ordinary people cannot normally do. He felt their physical prowess would translate well on film as the infected. In addition to casting athletes, Boyle used the same Canon XL1 digital video camera he used in desolate London shots as he did for filming the infected. Because the cameras are digital, they allow filming at high shutter speed, which produces kind of a staccato effect, making the infected appear more jittery and unsettling. During the film's climax, Boyle used the same effect on Murphy as he ran around the mansion to imbue a parallel between Jim and the infected in the minds of the viewers. The affliction that caused London to crumble in the film, Rage, was based on Ebola. Similar to Ebola, Rage is communicable through blood, causes internal and external bleeding, and is communicable to all primates, including humans.
They quarantined us. There is no infection, it's just people killing people. He's insane!
Alex Garland and Danny Boyle also agreed to study social unrest together to draw inspiration and material for the film. They studied events such as Rwanda and Sierra Leone in depth, but refused to use any footage of the deceased from said events in the opening montage that brings the viewer up to speed with the state of London in the film. All of the clips featuring dead bodies in the opening sequence are entirely staged and created solely for the film. The film was in the midst of filming when the attacks of September 11th took place. After the film was released, in the wake of the attacks, some people took offense to the missing persons board featured briefly in the film, and the scene ended up causing a fair bit of controversy. Danny Boyle insisted that it was not an intentional slight and that he had been inspired by a photograph of the aftermath of an earthquake that ravaged China. He went on to state that had he begun filming after the September 11th attacks, he would not have shot the scene at all. And here's a bonus one. The budget for 28 Days Later was £5 million, and it only made £6.1 million in the UK. However, it unexpectedly became a considerable success in the United States. On a limited release of less than 1,500 theaters, it made $45 million in the US alone. Worldwide, it made $84.7 million.
Dad?
Keep away from me!
Dad?
Keep away from me! Keep away from me! Keep away! Keep away! Keep away!
What's wrong? Dad!
Jim! Jim is infected!
No!
Jim! No! Jim, kill it! Kill it!
That's it for this episode of You Think You Know Movies. Make sure to subscribe, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and get the latest movie and TV news on ScreenCrush.com.